St. Louis is a major city along the Mississippi River in the state of Missouri. It has 79 distinctive, unique neighborhoods that on their own tell a story of this city. This is the story of St. Louis. The first neighborhood in St. Louis that we are going to talk about is downtown. It is the central business district of St. Louis, the hub of tourism, entertainment, and the anchor of the St. Louis metropolitan area. The downtown boundaries are Cole Street, which runs to the north, the riverfront, which is naturally right next to the river, Choteau to the south, and Tucker Boulevard to the west. Let's start with Laclede Landing in the downtown neighborhood. It is a small urban historic district. It marks the northern part of the original settlement founded by the Frenchman Pierre Laclede, which he found the city of St. Louis. It is also the only remaining section of St. Louis 19th century commercial riverfront. The Gateway Arch is 630 feet tall, and it is the biggest monument in the state of Missouri, let alone St. Louis. As a matter of fact, there is a state law saying that no building can be built taller than the St. Louis Arch. It is part of the Jefferson National Expansion Memorial, and it is the largest man-made monument in the Western Hemisphere, and it is all, the outside skin is all completely stainless steel. So it's really cool to see, and you can take trips up inside of it, inside these elevator pods that are really neat. Okay, on to the next thing that is right on the riverfront, and that is a thing called graffiti wall. It is our flood wall that we have in St. Louis, but we have graffiti artists in the St. Louis come and paint on it and everything so that it don't look just like a regular plain concrete wall. To me, it's a way to, have the graffiti contained to a certain spot instead of all throughout the city. And I'm really glad that the city does do this for them. Next, we're going to talk about the tallest habitable building in the city of St. Louis. And it is a 42-story called the One Metropolitan Square at a height of 593 feet, which was completed in 1989. St. Louis, you may not know, is the birthplace of the modern skyscraper with the Rainwright Building. It is a 10-story office building right now, and it is known as the first modern skyscraper because of the steel skeleton structure. If it wasn't for this building, you would not have the design of the Empire State Building or anything like this. So I think that's pretty cool myself. Keener Plaza is a place that is right now being currently redesigned. I am very anxious to see what this new Keener Plaza looks like. And the Keener Plaza is also part of the Gateway Mall. The Gateway Mall extends all the way from the Jefferson National Memorial expansion to the Courthouse, then goes past the Courthouse to Keener Plaza, which is where the project is being redone right now. Also has the Gateway 1 building, which is right behind Keener Plaza and extends down to City Garden, and then keeps on going farther down past that, past the Civil Courts buildings, and keeps on going farther and farther all the way down to Union Station at the very end. The Civil Courts building in downtown St. Louis and the Gateway Mall has an Egyptian statue on top of it. The reason why is because it was left over from the 1904 World's Fair. The Egyptian government had a year to get it out, and they did not. So when this building got built, they decided to put it on top of it. I think it is a neat addition to the top of the building. The old courthouse, as you see it right now, was finally completed in 1864 with a cupola with an Italian Renaissance cast iron dome on top of it. And it was modeled after St. Peter's Basilica in Vatican City.
One of the biggest things that happened here in St. Louis at this old courthouse was the Dred Scott case, and the decision that it had proved to be the indirect catalyst for the American Civil War.
Another team that we had in St. Louis was at the Edward Jones Dome, which is now called the Dome at America Center. It once housed the St. Louis Rams. Unfortunately, they moved to LA for the 2016 season. So they did bring home one Super Bowl though. And the Edward Jones Dome still houses many events like a motocross every year, a bunch of conventions because it's adjacent to the convention center. The auto show fills the place up, and so it still has plenty of life in it.
The St. Louis Cardinals are a professional baseball team based in St. Louis, Missouri. The Cardinals compete in Major League Baseball as a member club of the National League Central Division. Busch Stadium has been their home ballpark since 2006, with other Busch Stadium predecessors before. One of the most successful franchises in baseball histories, the Cardinals have won 11 World Series championships, 19 National League pennants, and 13 divisional titles. The Cardinals have won 100 or more games, a total of 9 times. Cardinal players have won 20 league MVPs, 4 batting triple crowns, and 3 Cy Young awards. And some of the greats that we have are statues out in front of the stadium that we have now, like Ozzie Smith, Bob Gibson, Roger Hornsby, Red Shandis, and one of the greatest men that I've ever had a chance to meet, Stan Musial. If you guys want to know why St. Louis is a baseball town, I encourage you just to come to one game. That's all you need, and you'll see exactly why St. Louis loves its baseball. Through its rich history that it has, through just the game itself that is played on the field, you will find out everything that you need to know about St. Louis baseball. It is a wonderful place. It is known to many people as their second home in St. Louis.
We even honor our great announcers like Jack Buck. I can continue talking about the downtown neighborhood and make this 5-6 hours long easily with the places to eat down here, among other things to do like the Blues Museum and stuff like that. But I think I'll cut it off here now. Until next time, when we explore another neighborhood.